Alright, welcome back. I changed my username to Aaron Entertainment. As you all know, I just think it sounds better than Aaron J's fan. Because this channel is more of an entertainment site, right? J's fan. I'm a Blue Jays fan, Toronto Blue Jays fans. And yeah, sports are part of entertainment, but I want to make this channel all around entertainment. Movies, video games, TV, and sports. And also what's going on in the entertainment world and sports world, just regular news that goes on in those worlds. So that's why I changed my name to Aaron Entertainment. Just to make it better. I might change in the future. Who knows? To a better name in Aaron Entertainment. But for now, I talk about a movie that came out in 1992, the sequel to Batman, 1989 movie. It took 4 years for a sequel to Batman to come out. In 1992, returning was Michael Keaton taking the cowl of Batman with two new enemies, the Penguin and Catwoman. And I guess you put Max Shrek as an enemy, since he's a bit of a manipulator in a sense in the movie. Played by Christopher Walken, Penguin by Danny DeVito, and Catwoman played by Michelle Pfeiffer. Now, the Penguin is not the traditional Penguin you see in the comics. He's not the club owner, the Iceberg Lounge type Penguin, a black market villain that he is in this movie. In this movie, he's a deformed Penguin, an outcast by society. That's why his parents threw him in this carriage into the water. I don't know if it was a river, Gotham River, where he was being carried by the water into the sewers, where he was raised by penguins. And I don't know how penguins got into the sewers in Gotham. I don't know. Penguins are an Antarctic animal. I don't know how they got into Gotham sewers, but let's be frank. This is Batman. It doesn't have to make sense, right? And you got Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. She's an assistant for Max Shrek. Played by Christopher Walken, a corrupt businessman, influence for the Penguin. And those are four main characters in this movie. Now, this movie, I like this movie better than the Batman because of the Haley Circus. You know, the Haley Circus run by the Penguin. In the beginning of the movie with the big gigantic present, and all of a sudden, clowns, motorcycles, clowns on stilts, regular clowns, a fire breather, whatever you can name, came out of the present, causing chaos in Gotham, which had to, obviously, the police had to light up the bat signal, and that iconic scene where Bruce is sitting in the dark, and all of a sudden, out the window, you see the bat signal. Looks up. Gotham's in trouble. And you see Batman taking down the guys on stilts. The guys on motorcycles with skeleton heads. He used the engine, blast off fire onto the fire guy. Remember that scene where that clown had Selena Kyle as hostage? He fired his I guess it's, I don't know if it's a back grab, but whatever you want to call it. Fires and hits the wall, and the clown's like, "Ha, you missed!" And Batman just pulls it. And part of the wall comes out, knocking the clown out, freeing Selena Kyle. The birth of Catwoman, because Selena Kyle before. You can tell she didn't like her work. She didn't like her life. And then when Max Shrek, she loved cats. You could tell because she had a cat. Max Shrek pushed her out the window. she miraculously survived that. There's no way in real life you can't survive that, but she survived that. All the cats came to her. She had a mental breakdown, created a Catwoman persona, created her costume, sold her costume, and birth of Catwoman in that movie. Uh, Next track, form a partnership with the Penguin because they had no choice because the Penguin kind of blackmailed them. And the plot of this movie was for Penguin to get sympathy as he was running for mayor, sympathy from Gotham, where he could win from Mayor Gotham, turning the public against Batman, evidenced by that scene with Miss whatever her name, Miss Gotham. I forget what she falls and dies, and everybody turns on Gotham, on Gotham's Cape Crusader, the Dark Knight, Batman. But then Batman gets the Batmobile. Penguin somehow has the controls of the Batmobile, controlling the Batmobile, and talking how he's tricking Gotham, how he's fooling Gotham into believing him. And then when Penguin stand beside Max Shrek was giving a press conference, you see Bruce have recorded that conversation. Bruce were in the tape, and everybody heard it on TV and at the press conference. The true colors of the Penguin, and they all turn on Penguin, causing him to go mad. And he had enough. He wanted to kidnap every firstborn baby because he was a firstborn, obviously, and he was an outcast of society by his parents. But that plot was foiled by Batman and Catwoman because Catwoman and Penguin had a partnership, but Penguin turned on Catwoman. Catwoman aligned himself with Batman a bit. There was chemistry with Selina, Bruce Wayne, Batman, Selina. Towards the end of the film, you could tell the Penguin's going. You could tell it's going downhill for the Penguin. His death was a little tragic, right? I mean, you could see how he's walking, blood coming out, and then he falls to the ground, dying. The penguins pick him up, put him in the water. It's a little tragic, a little sad. You can't help feel sorry for the Penguin because despite a different word, what he looks like, he was an outcast by society, specifically his parents, and that we're not being raised by good parents or in the whatever society, but he was raised to be hateful, anger towards people. He didn't have a life growing up to be a good person. But he was smart. He's clever. I'll give him that. Selina Kyle, on the other hand, kills Max Shrek with the taser, really took from the clown that held her hostage in the beginning of the movie. That. And you see at the end of the show, and in the movie, not the show, in the movie, you see Selina, Catwoman, high in the building. She's free, even though she murdered Max Shrek. Batman let her get away with that. Whatever. In these two movies, Batman kills. So, right? But Batman tried to talk her into not doing it. But Batman reveals himself to Selina Kyle, Bruce Wayne, and to Max Shrek. And as I said, Selina kills Max Shrek with the taser, electrocuting him. This movie is good. Okay, I liked it better than the first one. I know a lot of people like the first one better than this one, but all the actors that played in this movie did a great job. Michelle Pfeiffer was a perfect Catwoman. I'm gonna compare it to Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway was more of a comic book Catwoman, but Michelle Pfeiffer, I think, played a better Catwoman than Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. And yeah, I'm interested in seeing Colin Farrell's Penguin. I don't think he has a major part in the Batman movie that's coming up, 2021. From what I read online is that He's more of a background character. Maybe I think it's more of the traditional comic book kind of Penguin, where he is black market dealer. His iceberg house is a front. In the comics, I'm interested to see what Zoe Kravitz Catwoman is like in the Batman movie. Yeah, the Batman movie coming up. A lot of potential villains. You have Carmen Falcone, Penguin, Riddler. Catwoman probably be both. Who knows? She's probably what is it called? Neutral. You have that lawyer. I forget his name. Who's kind of sniveling, corrupt lawyer. I know they wanted to get Harvey Dent, and played by Matthew McConaughey. Maybe at the end we could get Harvey Dent. I know. I think they're trying to make a long Halloween's kind of story out of this. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm babbling on about that, the Batman movie, but these two characters, not played by Sam, are gonna be in that movie. So that's a problem. We need to talk about them. So overall, this movie, liked it very much. Um, liked it better than the first one, as I said before. If you haven't seen it, come on, see it. You'll like it. Yes. So tell me what you think of the movie. Did you like it? No. If you did not, some people did not. Obviously, it's up to your opinion. Um, comment below, like, and subscribe. Thank you.